Good day everyone. I am here to present my topic Aquaculture Food Agriculture Organization. Meaning of aquaculture is also known as aqua farming is the farming of fish, crustaceans, mollusks, aquatic plants, algae, and other organisms. In another aquaculture, it involves cultivating freshwater and saltwater populations under controlled and conditions and can be contrasted with commercial fishing, which is harvesting of wild fish. Mariculture is commonly known as marine farming, refers to aquaculture practiced in marine environments and in underwater habitats opposed to in freshwater. Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO). Aquaculture is understood to mean the farming of aquatic organisms, including fish. Farming implies some form of intervention in the rearing process to enhance production, such as regular stocking, feeding, protection from predators, and etc. Farming also implies individuals or corporate ownership of the stock being cultivated. Kinds of aquaculture: fish farming, shrimp farming, oyster farming, mariculture, aquaculture such as seaweed farming, and the cultivation of ornamental fish. Methods of aquaculture is aquaponics, integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, both of which integrate fish farming and plant farming. The Food and Aquaculture Organization describes aquaculture as one of the industries most directly affected by climate change and its impacts. Some forms of aquaculture have negative impacts on the environment, such as through nutrient pollution or disease transfer to wild populations. Table 1. Resource use in relation to intensity of culture and assessment of the significance of the sectors. Freshwater aquaculture. Aquaculture is the culture of aquatic plants and animals under controlled or semi-controlled conditions. Aquaculture is now the world's fastest growing food producing sector. Aquaculture possesses inherent characteristics which allow it to be one of the most efficient and low environmental impact methods of producing high-quality proteins for the human population. Why convergence of fisheries co-management with agricultural technology management agencies is significant? Therefore, aquaculture is one of the most promising sectors in agriculture, with rising demand for fish and decreasing catch from the capture fisheries. Aquaculture is gaining more importance. Issues in aquaculture, we have resource acquisition, seed supply, feed supply, instrument supply, health service, and credit supply and insurance cover. In resource acquisition, meaning integrating aquaculture, community, multipurpose ponds, cage, pen, culture in reservoirs, and lakes, and water harvesting tasks with aquaculture are the emerging resources for the small farmers. Take advantage of pricing demand fish. In seed supply, a supply chain approach of seed networking among breeders, hatchery and nursery operators, traders, growers, and other input service providers. Example, water supplies or water suppliers, transport providers, hormone sellers, night soil traders, extension workers. Feed supply, the carnivores, herbivores, and omnivorous fish and finfish needed different feeds to facilitate small scale and aquaculture. The farm need feed with local ingredients by the fish farmers through participatory action research. Best extension services is required as feed cost comes to about 70% of the total cost. In instrument supply, the instrument and structures needed for pond, pen, cage, construction and management, and fish market. Design are needed to grow under entrepreneurship development programs, aquaculture extension. Sa health service, the use of PCR technology to service the shrimp farming sector is improving. The aquatic health support services needed to be strengthened. In credit supply and insurance cover, meaning formal banks and insurances companies do not approach fish farmers as they do not have land. There are possibilities of diseases outbreaks, the long production cycle needed for repayment, and the lack of adequate collateral to cover risk in most cases by small-scale products. Current trends of the antimicrobials used in food, animals, and aquaculture. Meaning it includes all forms of culturing aquatic animals and plants in marine, fish, and brackish environments. Aquaculture is one of the most hopeful alternatives for proficiently and sustainably increasing the production of animal proteins. Aquaculture includes fishes, catfish, Atlantic salmon, rainbow trout, tilapia, Pacific oyster, eastern oyster, Pacific white shrimp, yellow perch, and bluegill sunfish, mollusk, and etc.